Yo, we got the boy Sukuna. He is secured and I do have him built up to level 102. I can get him all the way to level 113. I just don't have enough orbs right now to get him quite to that point, but I'm very excited to try this character. I have not yet tested him, so I'm going to be testing him with you guys right here. I'm so excited to see his damage and what he looks like and his skills in game. I'm very hyped to do this showcase. But before we hop in, I want to go over his skills one last time in case you guys don't know what his skills can do. If you do already know that, feel free to skip this part of the video to where the showcase actually begins. So the new Ryomen Sukuna is a blue type attacker unit, and he cannot be assigned with Yuji Itadori on the same team. Otherwise, he'd be really good with the new blue Itadori I just pulled. Unfortunately, we can't do that, so it is what it is. His skill 1 is called Know Your Place, deals 130% ranged jujutsu damage to the selected enemy, and it fills his own ultimate gauge by 100. It also inflicts 1 stack of continuous laceration damage equal to 20% of his overall jujutsu for 3 turns to the enemy. The multiplier of the continuous laceration damage stays at 20%. If skill restriction status is active, this skill cannot be used. His skill 2 is called Show Me, deals 235% melee taijutsu damage to the selected enemy for 3 hits, medium chance of performing a critical hit, increases own critical hit rate by 30% for 3 turns, increases own critical hit damage by 50% for 3 turns. If skill restriction status is active, changes this skill's effect to where it no longer it does not require cursed energy. It deals 300% melee taijutsu damage to the selected enemy. The more your own cursed energy you have, the greater the damage increase, and increases the selected enemy's damage received by 30% for 3 turns. Now, even though it says 0 cursed energy over here, I do believe initially it takes 60 cursed energy to use his skill 2. I'll have to check that when we get back in the game, but I'm pretty sure it costs cursed energy before this skill is restricted. Then his skill 3 is called Unseen Slash, deals 160% ranged jujutsu damage to the selected enemy, inflicts 2 stacks of continuous damage, laceration equal to 20% of jujutsu for 3 turns. If your own cursed energy is 40 or higher, it's going to change the skill effect to where you do 320% and inflict 2 stacks of continuous laceration damage at 40%. And if your cursed energy is 90 or more, it's going to be 800% extra damage and inflicts 3 stacks of continuous damage laceration equal to 50% jujutsu damage. Now, I do have this skill at, I believe, level 6 or 7, so it's going to be a bit more damage than that, 1000 damage. Okay, so that's at level 1 where you're seeing the percentages here, so keep that in mind. And then if skill restriction status is active, this skill cannot be used, so keep that in mind. And then last but not least, ultimate domain expansion Malevolent Shrine expands the domain 1 turn, grants sure hit effect to self for 1 turn, deals 1120% ranged jujutsu damage to all enemies for 8 hits. This is at level 1. At level 10 it's 1600. Inflicts 4 stacks of continuous damage laceration equal to 50% of his own jujutsu for 4 turns, which is insane. Multiplier of continuous damage laceration is 20%. Activates skill restriction status for 2 times. Cannot charge own ultimate skill gauge for 3 turns. Increases the maximum amount of cursed energy by 100 for 6 turns, recovers own cursed energy by 200. Skill restriction status, some skills cannot be used. Decreases by 1 at the start of each turn. And then his auto skills, he has 2 of them that are both very long but very good. His auto skill 1, reverse curse technique, at the start of the turn, recovers own HP based on frequency of damage received. If a skill can hit multiple times, it still only counts as 1 hit. If no damage is received, it recovers 6500% or 6500 HP, sorry, not percent, 6500 HP with a 20% chance to proc that. If you receive damage 1 time of 3000 HP, then he recovers 6500 HP at a 50% rate. And then if receiving 2 or more hits of 3000 HP, recovers own HP by 6500 with an 85% chance for that to happen. And then he has the second auto skill, King of Curses. At the start of battle, grants poison, darkness, soul, stun, confusion immunity to self. So immunity to pretty much everything. Grants immunity to instant death effects caused by soul damage to self. Grants 30% flame resist as well, so he'll be really good against like Jogo. When critical hit is performed, increases own damage dealt by 30% for 2 turns, recovers own cursed energy by 20. If receiving a 3000 HP damage, 50% chance of increasing your own taijutsu by 20% and jujutsu by 20% for 2 turns. If a skill can hit multiple times, this skill still counts as 1 damage received. So he looks absolutely freaking broken on paper, but I haven't tested him yet. So I'm excited. Let's freaking do this, guys. Okay, so for this showcase, we are going to be taking on 3 separate stages. We're going to start with a relatively easier stage, being the formidable foe battle against the special grade cursed spirit. We are going to take them on extreme 2 here with Sukuna, so it'll make it a little bit challenging, but I expect Sukuna to fly through this. Like, I think he is that good. He will probably just destroy this stage. My biggest worry is that these characters are all around level 60. They're kind of squishy. I haven't leveled them up very much on this JP account, so that could be the biggest concern. Then for the second stage, we're going to take on an Elcer Tower stage, and for the third stage, we are going to take on a Chapter 12 EX stage. EX stages are very hard. By the way, if you don't know, if you're a global player, they are like Elcer Tower level hard, so that will be the hardest stage we take on here at the end of the video. I will probably have to switch up the team a little bit for that EX stage. So for now, this is the team we're going to be running. I am running Yaga, Nishimiya, and Kaido as buffers / cursed energy givers for Sukuna, and hopefully Sukuna will be able to pop off and do some big damage. Non-standard on Sukuna, because that is going to maximize his overall potential with his skill 3 and his ultimate. Now don't yell at me if I don't do his skills correctly in the right order, because this is my very first time ever seeing or using this character, and I'm super hyped about it, so hopefully it goes well. Okay, we have 2 waves, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to buff, give cursed energy, and then we are going to use skill 2 here to increase his crit rate and damage, and then when we are able, we are gonna use his skill 3 to hopefully wipe them. That would be the goal. Okay, good damage actually. That was surprisingly good damage. Reason why Kaido is so good with Sukuna is because he is able to give him his cursed energy quicker. I'm surprised Sukuna didn't heal right there. Okay, I was hoping he would. Nishimiya got stunned. She does have the evasion though, so that's good. We'll be able to do this, and then we'll do another skill 2 right here. Luckily, skill 2 does actually not require cursed energy, so I was wrong about that earlier. Otherwise, it would be not so great. Somehow Kaido's still alive. Okay, we're good though. Now we can go like this, do another buff. We can actually, yeah, let's go like this. Give cursed energy, and then now we can pop our skill 3 and potentially kill one of them. Okay. Let's do, it's over 90, so it should do a decent amount. Okay, that was one of them dead. Good damage. Kaido dies. Unfortunate. No, Nishimiya died too. Okay. Well, that's super unfortunate. There's the heal though, coming in. And we do still have Gojo and Yaga, so we're okay on that front. Now we got AoE there. Let's go back to skill 2. Alright, Gojo, thank you for cleaning that up. Okay, and we have domain expansion. Let's go. So we'll go ahead and we will heal and buff. We'll use our AoE right here. And now we want to use non-standard with our domain expansion, and let's see how much Sukuna can do. I feel like he gets close to one-shotting, right? I don't know, I could be wrong, but I feel like he does. Okay, he did one-shot the side units, but did not nearly one-shot the special great curse spirit. But the lacerations are all on her, very interesting. And half the health bar from Sukuna is pretty good, and the break is decent. So, really good damage so far. I expected a little bit more, I'm not gonna lie, but I think the real damage is about to come after we skill 2 and then skill 3, I think. Okay, 129,000. 239,000, okay. We'll go ahead and do Yaga's ability here. Skill 3. Oh, and now we have Sukuna's skill 3. Let's see how much his skill 3 does. Gojo does 197,000. Sukuna does 518,000. Yeah, okay. Okay, you know, pretty good damage. I did not beat it without anybody withdrawing, but hey, that was my first time clearing this on JP for this account, so pretty happy about that. Sukuna did really, really well there. Now we need to take on an Illusory Tower stage. So currently, because I reset my JP account a couple weeks ago for the anniversary, I am only on 418 of Illusory Tower. And let me tell you, it's actually been hard for me to climb because I did not have a great blue character. I did have Blue Gojo, but I didn't have him built because I knew Sukuna was coming. So I was saving for Sukuna to be able to build up Sukuna. So I do have him built now. Blue type is advantaged, and I expect this stage, honestly, to go pretty well. I do really badly want to level up Kaido because he is just a little bit too squishy for me, and he keeps dying, and that's a bit of a problem. At least, like, Nishimiya may be a low level, but she has the evasion, so that evasion helps give her a little bit of survivability. So hopefully... level 69. Hopefully that will help him a little bit with survivability there. So now let's go ahead and hop in and see how this floor goes. I feel like this is definitely a character that could carry you through Illusory Tower as a blue character. I'm super excited to be able to use him in Illusory Tower here on JP. I think it'll be good. We'll go like this. The one thing I wish is that he had more cursed energy a little bit quicker. That'd be a little bit better, but it's okay. And then now we skill 2. Let's go. Oh, he's definitely gonna heal. Yep, there we go. I love it when he tanks. That's, you know what, putting a tank memory on him might not be the, or tank recollection on him might not be the worst thing. Call it a memory recollection, whatever you guys want to call it. Let's do this, and we do this. Hold on, let's switch targets. Okay, 94,000 damage, nice. Alright, Nishimiya got hit pretty hard there, but she does have evasion. So that's good at least. We can heal Yaga, buff, cursed energy to everybody, and then we're gonna straight up just kill, I think, this one. 460,000 damage, okay. Did we actually not kill? That guy has that much health, that's nuts. Oh, okay, there, he died from the lacerations, I guess, so we'll take that. Alright, buff, skill 1, and we go back into doing a skill 2 right here. Beautiful. I don't want to use the oh, that hurt. I don't want to use the domain expansion yet. I want to save it if all possible. So we'll go like this, and skill 2 right here. Yeah, there you go. Gojo does like no damage on this stage. Okay. Goodbye, Yaga. I think Sukuna can do it alone. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, here we go. Beautiful skill 2. Attacks Gojo, that's fine by me. These two together is actually kind of insane. You don't need a team. Just using these two, you don't need a team. It would be nice to have the extra... Wait, that was the whole stage? I thought there was another wave. I could have used his ult. Why did I not use his ult? I could have wiped that so much. What was I doing? I don't know why I was thinking there was another wave. What is wrong with my brain, guys? Oh my gosh. Well, there you go. Sukuna could have literally done that stage by himself, probably. That's actually crazy to think about. Blue type is advantage on this. We do one more. We do one more. Like, I could have done that without anybody dying. I had the domain expansion. I don't know why. Why didn't I? If I run Inumaki, I feel like Inumaki Kaido is a really solid team with Yaga. I think take Nishimiya out, put Inumaki in, and then you would have a really solid team because then you're giving ult gauge up to him a little bit quicker, and he has the cursed energy. I feel like that would be really good on Sukuna. Okay, we do this. We do the buff. Burst energy, and I haven't used the skill 1 yet. You know what? Let's just use the skill 1 and see how the skill 1 looks. It gives him ultimate gauge faster, right? So maybe we want to be skill 1ing a little bit more to give him his ultimate gauge quicker. Especially in Elcer Tower, instead of just buffing my crit. Maybe that's a better way to go, potentially. I'm really not too sure. Let's try it that way. We do also put Laceration on them, so does a little bit of extra damage over time. Kaido's dead. That's fine. Not a big deal about Kaido being dead. Alright, buff. Buff. We'll do the AoE here. And then let's go ahead and self-buff ourselves. Oh yeah, that skill 1 giving him ultimate gauge helps a lot. Did he just suck away part of my ultimate gauge? That bastard. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Let's just go for ult gauge. I think his domain will honestly... the faster we get his domain, the better probably. So it's probably better to just like skill 1 until you get his domain in a way. Oh, he'll be fine. Buff, buff. AoE, and skill 1. Dude, they keep taking away my ultimate gauge. Why do they do this? Oh, it's so annoying. I'm just gonna beat this whole Elcer Tower with skill 1. Alright, boom. Let's do this. Gojo's starting to scale now with the extra damage as well. Alright, can we just ult with Sukuna, please, for the love of everything? I kind of want to see Gojo and Sukuna together because he's a really good debuffer if they were both able to do their domain expansion. Gojo go first, then Sukuna. That could be really interesting. Okay, let's do this. We might actually get to see it. We might actually get to see it. Maybe I should have skill 2'd with Sukuna right there, but I want to make sure he gets his ult. Alright, we do have the ults coming. Okay, let's do it. Let's see all the ults. Pop those 2 together. We'll pop this one. Alright, Sukuna should do some great he probably kills right here. He should kill right here, realistically. He's going to do really good damage. This might be the most damage we see from Sukuna. 2 buff characters plus Gojo's debuffs, like it's about to go crazy. Plus non-standard activated, yeah, it's about to go absolutely nuts. Alright, Infinite Void puts all the debuffs. The debuffs do stay even when his domain goes away. How much damage is this? It's a lot, like 200k per hit. I wonder, does anybody know how many hits his ultimate has? 1,600,000 damage, really good damage. Really good damage. If we had self-buffed him with his skill 2 before, it would have been even more damage. But if anybody knows how many hits his ultimate actually does, let me know down in the comments, because that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. But for the final stage, we're going to take on one of the harder story mode EX stages. We are on chapter 12, EX stage 1, and you get some pretty nice rewards for this. As you see, the final enemy here is a giant pain in the butthole. He's actually like very, very hard, harder than Elcer Tower. So I think we have our work cut out for us. We are going to be running this team right here, where we're going to be having Nishimi as a buffer, Yaga as a buffer. This time we're running Gojo on a main slot for his Infinite Void and debuffs that he poops out, and then we have Sukuna for his domain expansion, all the damage, right? And then if Gojo goes away or dies, we have Junpei coming in to be able to tank for the single target tanking there at the end of the match. With all of that said, 36,000 combat power for us, recommended 78,000. Hopefully we can beat it. All right, we are gonna buff. We will buff again. We will do the AoE skill because that is one of the better skills with him, and we'll pop that. And we will do our skill 1 for ultimate gauge. Okay, really good damage. Gojo, beautiful. So we'll be able to get through this first wave, hopefully with relative ease. And if he heals, even better. He did not heal, but I think we're fine. Sukuna's not going to take that much damage. AoE, and then skill 1 again. Hopefully Gojo doesn't kill before Sukuna gets to skill 1. Oh, he definitely does. Okay, well, rip. Sukuna heals. Let's go. Buff. We'll pop this, sure. Skill 2, skill 1. Sukuna does still have more ult gauge than Gojo right now, so Gojo's still got a ways to go. I think Gojo's still better in terms of like wave clear, but Sukuna will probably be better for the nuking potential and for the overall single target attack damage. Go like this, boom. And then these two characters just work really well together, which is really nice that you can use these two characters together. Alright, good. We're in a good place with ultimate gauge as well. We're actually looking very, very solid. Let's heal Yaga up right here. Skill 1. We'll pop this, and then now we want to switch to a skill 2. Now we're gonna buff Sukuna starting now. It should be okay. We're gonna wait one more turn. That way we can use Sukuna and Gojo together, right? Alright, we're fine. We'll do this, and then we'll do this one more time. Now we're able to use both ults. Hopefully Sukuna does a lot right here. That's the goal. Beautiful. Alright, we're so good. Alright, let's go ahead and pop ults. Pop ult right here. And then we got non-standard coming. Okay. Should be some good damage. This guy is very, very tanky. And kind of a pain in the butt to kill, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'm hoping this is good. So we're gonna increase his damage taken with Yaga. Then we're going to also allow Gojo's debuffs to just come out of his butthole and poop all over this guy. And then we're going to hopefully destroy with Sukuna. That's the goal. Okay, not quite as much damage as you guys just saw on the previous run because this guy is so tanky. But 100 to 200,000 per hit, still pretty good. 1 million damage overall. And then you got the laceration damage on top of that. So you can't forget about the laceration damage adding in so much right there. Okay, we go like this. We will pop this. And then we go like this. Honestly, these two just work so well together. It's insane, man. 320,000. Beautiful. Alright, buff. Skill 1. Gojo goes away in 2 turns. Skill 1. And then we should be able to skill... Maybe we want to self-buff one more time here. Yeah, I think we self-buff one more time. Yeah. Okay, 210,000. Beautiful. He's taken half his health is gone, so I mean that's pretty good. We heal Yaga here while we can. Let's do this and then skill 3. And Gojo's about to go away, so we're gonna have Junpei come in as the tank, and hopefully Nishimiya and Yaga don't die this turn because that'd just be sad. 470,000. Let's go. Oh my gosh, my goat, dude. He's doing so good. He's doing bits. Pop this. We'll draw aggro right here. And then we can do this again. Let's go. 263,000 damage. Very nice. Yo, he's just taking so much damage. Okay, boom. We'll go for the stun here. Let's go for a skill 1. We might take a little bit of damage on someone. Hopefully nobody dies. Give ultimate gauge to Sukuna. Try to get him another ultimate. That'd be ideal. Okay, he didn't attack anyways, so we're good. We'll draw aggro here with Junpei. And now we will, let's skill 1 again. Beautiful. Good tanking Junpei. The lacerations are doing all the work for us while we just sit here. Crazy. Let's do this, do this. We can probably pop a skill 1 here and everybody's fine. And then now we're getting close, so I think we want to pop 2 skill 2s in a row is what we want to do here. Right, so we're pretty close. Yeah, 2 skill 2s in a row should... Well, we might not even need to do 2 skill 2s in a row. Okay. Since Sukuna didn't heal, I am going to pop the ult early. I would have liked to have 2 skill 2s there, but that's fine. We'll go like this. We will draw aggro here, and then we are going to pop non-standard with the ultimate. Alright, my goat, even without all the debuffs, still doing really good damage. You can see the difference running Gojo and Sukuna makes, though. Running them together is really, really good. Alright, good laceration damage there. Okay. We will, let's heal the top them off. Buff. We are able to draw aggro one more time, and we can skill 2. Of course, the other 2 got stunned. That's so annoying. At least we have Junpei. That's exactly what you bring Junpei along right there. So that's really good. Alright, boom. Let's go ahead and activate Junpei's ult finally. And now we are able to skill 3 right here. Add some more laceration effects onto him. And he's also going to be poisoned. No, he killed Sukuna. No! Well, that is it for this Sukuna showcase. Let me know what you guys thought of him down in the comments. Remember, that last enemy had 8 million health. That was actually really good damage from him, doing the lacerations and everything. Running him with Gojo feels really, really good. And honestly, I just need to get my characters to a higher level, and I think this becomes a lot easier for me. Remember that my characters, compared to the JP scale right now, and where like the characters should be at, are kind of low because I did just reset my account. So ideally, most people are going to have this character like 140 or so. I have him at level 100. So I think he is absolutely insane. I think his damage is very, very good. I think he is going to be, he is vying for top character in the game. I still think the Anniversary Gojo is very good, but for a different reason. And I love that you can run the 2 top characters together now. You can run the Sukuna together and that Gojo together, and it just is an amazing combo. So let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please consider going down there, hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and thank you guys so much for watching and supporting the channel. Peace.